Testing. 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 Testing.
Yes, but I'm not. I don't. Yes, I'm doing well. Okay. Hi. I don't. I'm on mute.
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hey. Boop, 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 boop. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. This should be working when I turn it up. Hello? 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 I cannot hear. Am I on there? Am I on there? No? Nope, nope, nope. Hello? Is it 3, 4? It's somewhere on here. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, hello, hello. Do, 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 do. I can't get the mics to work. So it is 1 and 2. Is that why? Okay, testing, testing.
Everyone was just so eager to get going, the announcers weren't even ready.
What? What did you say?
All right, we've got Who out for lead with 4 points, coming around for another scoring pass. And we have Who calling off the jam with another 4 points, bringing the total for the Duck Hunters to 16. Lining up to jam, we have number 25, Knuckles for the Duck Hunt. Hunters, and we have aerial assault for the Super Smashers. Knuckles recycled back by a great hit by Herzerker. Coming back in with a little bit of a stumble, but out. Ooh, and we have lead jammer for Knuckles. All right, Knuckles scoring another 4 points here. Re-engaging the pack. Aerial assault still stuck behind that strongly anchored black wall. We hear a whistle called, and we see a multiplayer block being assessed to Riot Earp. And Knuckles calls off the jam with another 4 points, bringing her total to 8 for the jam.
All right, white jammer lining up, 4062 Rev.
And we've got Mayhem for the black team.
Rev's working his way through the pack.
Ooh, but stealing the lead jammer right out from under Rev, we've got Mayhem with lead.
That last minute hit from Suki on Rev. Holding Rev back for just a second.
Ooh, and Mayhem through there like a knife through butter. Calling it with 4 points added. The score currently stands Duck Hunters 28, Super Smashers sitting at 5.
All right, number 831 on the white team lined up to jam right up front.
That's Busy Hummingbird.
But
who is lead? Coming around low as can be and ready to engage with that strong pack. Oh, and we hear Albert calling out of play back, so that white wall has to sprint forward.
Busy's out. Coming back around. But who calls the jam?
Who saw Busy coming around and said, no points for you? We've got the score currently sitting at 32 for the Duck Hunters in black and 5 for the Super Smashers in white. Lining up to jam, we have number 25, Knuckles for black.
And 5-0 Slam I Am for the white team.
Bit of a scrum start there. We've got number 314, Bip, recycling out Slam, and Lex at the back of the pack, making it almost impossible for her to get up there. Oop, and Bip's going to the box for an out-of-play hit. We still have no lead jammer established. They're both fighting their way through those really heavily reinforced packs.
And Slam I Am is not our lead jammer, although she's came out of the pack first.
Oh, no.
She was awarded lead jammer.
It was just a little bit of a late call on that one, but that's all right.
Knuckles coming back through. Getting ready to score some points on this turn.
You see Lex playing some offense there to help make it a few less blockers for Knuckles to have to get through. Nice recycle back by Mayhem. Man, Slam is really having to push through that wall.
And Slam calls the jam.
And we see some movement here on the scoreboard. The Super Smashers in white are up to 13 points now, holding the Duck Hunters at just 36.
Number 10, Herzerker, is lined up to jam for the white team.
And we've got, it looks like they're listed as Cardenas, but it looks like that might be Lemony Stitches out there.
Pretty sure it's Lemony in disguise.
Hiding behind Herzerker. Herzerker's well over 6 foot, so it's a wise choice. Ooh, some nice toe stop work on that line, but Herzerker is shut down. We've got a lot of fast-moving footwork here. For a mixer, we sure have a lot of all-star skaters out there.
Some really high-level talent playing tonight.
We've got Rev in that back black wall trying to help his jammer, but unfortunately, Herzerker is still stuck in the back.
And Lemony is lead for the black team.
Lemony skating in jeans, no less.
She got pulled in from cooking burgers to come skate. They got brought in from cooking burgers.
You know, priorities, what are they for? Fun fact, Lemony Stitches out there as the Black Jammer will be competing in France this summer as part of the USA Team Juniors. We're really excited to see them go play on the national stage. Well, the international stage.
The white jammer just took a trip to the penalty box. Not sure exactly what that call was for, but Lemony's going to have a lot of time to add up the points.
We see the black wall setting up in the front, getting ready to play some offense. The white wall rolling back, preparing for Lemon to attack. Ooh, and a beautiful offensive sweep by Suki, but not quick enough to get through there. Lemony is calling the jam. But not before adding a very respectable 13 points to the Duck Hunters total. We have a timeout being called by the black team. Gives the refs a chance to confer. The skaters a chance to get a drink of water, breathe, sit a little. Albert getting some feedback to the skaters to adjust their armbands. I can't believe half of the first period is already gone.
It went by fast.
Went by even faster, the fact that I missed the first 5 minutes. Oh, and we do actually have Chiringua out there as well. They are playing on the white team with their coach, Dopp.
So glad. We're so glad Dopp's back to play in this game. Out of retirement just for a little moment to shine.
Still retired, but dipping her toes back in a little.
We'll take whatever we can get.
True that. Lining up to jam for the black team, we have who?
And for the white team, we have Busy.
We've seen this matchup a couple of times. I'm curious to see how this one shakes out. 5 seconds called by Coco, and we're off. What a pretty spin move by who?
All right, the white jammer is out. And Busy is lead.
Who is still stuck behind that strong pack, but makes some headway and is now out. They're not lead, but coming around for points anyway.
Busy's going to come through and get some points.
Ooh, a big
not
hit and a spill.
Not without getting a trip to the penalty box for a back block.
So this gives who a power jam, which means she is out there unopposed as far as jammers go, and her team can play offense without having to worry about blocking the other jammer. And Bip is being sent to the box for a forearm. We see who pushing out at that front, having to contend with former junior Slam I Am and current junior Chiringua.
So who went ahead and took that helmet cover off and passed it to
Mayhem. We see the refs tipping their hat, which means there's a star pass that's occurred. Busy is out of the box and coming back around to engage with the pack.
And collecting an easy 4 points on that outside.
You know, that's the fun thing about Derby. Even if you're not lead, you can still get points. Even if you go to the box, you can still get the points.
There's going to be 16 more seconds on this jam.
That was
the lead jammer was sent to the penalty box. Busy's coming back through.
You know, we saw Busy try to jump that apex, but that black wall shut down the line and said, nah.
The white team still.
Looks like time expired on that jam. We had some movement on the scoreboard with the Duck Hunters at 57 and the Super Smashers now at 25. Lining up to jam, we have number 25 for black, Knuckles, and we have number 3460, Chiringua, lined up for white.
And it looks like our score right now is 57-25. Busy was able to rack up 12 points in that last jam, which really helped towards that gap between the two teams.
She would have probably had more had the penalty not occurred, but you take what you can get. Ooh, and we got Knuckles out front. Only one to contend with there. That was Riot Earp. Knuckles makes easy work of it and is out as your lead jammer. Oh, and we're seeing a multiplayer penalty assessed to one of the black blockers. Ooh, you know, I thought we didn't have any banana peels out on the track.
We're not playing that kind of Mario.
We're not playing Mario Kart?
Not today.
I'm wearing the wrong shorts. Oh, and we have a star pass to number 8, Suki.
And Chiringua is making sure they roll their hips around all those blockers to collect those points. That is an all-star move right there.
You know, both of the refs aren't holding up a hand, so it looks like we're going to have a 2-minute jam with no lead jammer due to that star pass.
Chiringua's working through that pack.
Ooh,
and Suki jumps all the way over Riot's back.
You know, gravity is not a thing anymore.
Not when you're Suki.
She's coming around again. Everyone, ooh.
Duke to the outside.
Beautiful
But
try
her
to move
Zerker
the outside,
caught her.
but her Zerker shut it down.
Definitely.
Suki's through for another 4 points. We've got Chiringua still contending with that strong wall in the back. I've played against these skaters. They are not ones to be trifled with. We've got Orange Crusher going to the box.
Was sent to the penalty box for a rough elbow to Chiringua's face.
We also had in that jam Orange Crusher go to the box, but the queue is full, so she's going to have to return to the track until she can serve her penalty.
That makes for a lot of fun for those penalty box timers.
Right? Nothing like a little chaos to get your blood moving.
I mean, the refs don't have enough to worry about besides figuring out when people need to return to the penalty box. Details.
The jam is on. We've got Rev going to the outside and out for lead. And we've got Lemony Stitches trying to get through, pushing that pack forward. Oh, but they just recycle so beautifully. Rev untouched around that outside.
And Lemony continues to work through that white wall.
And we've got Orange Crusher reporting to the box
And
for her penalty.
And Lemony gets through after a lot of work.
And Dop on the white team is going to the box for a multiplayer block. Those are so easy to get, honestly. Rev calling the jam.
But not without Lemony stealing a couple points there.
Yeah, 3 points for Lemon. That brings our score up to Duck Hunters 78, Super Smashers 36. Coming out to jam, we have number 25, Knuckles. We've seen her face quite a bit. And for the white team, we have 717. I think that's aerial assault, right?
It's aerial assault.
We haven't seen this mashup much yet, but it's a really interesting one. Very different style jammers. Ariel very strong and pushy. Knuckles very fleet-footed and quick with those change of directions. Up. The white pivot going to the box for a multiplayer block. That's Berserker, number 10.
That was after Knuckles was awarded lead jammer.
We hear the whistles going, bodies are flying, and people are headed right to the box.
And this is the kind of pack that I love when I'm jamming.
Ooh, and it looks like we have a bit of a shammer chase, but Knuckles, seeing no benefit, calls it off. Knuckles added 4 points to the total for the Duck Hunters in that jam, bringing it to 82-36. Lined up to jam, we have number 39, who, a former junior.
And number 3460, Chiringwa.
That would be a current junior on their last season.
And going to be playing with Team USA, just like Lemony.
I honestly can't wait to see those kids in France. It's going to be amazing.
I'm not jealous at all.
No, not at all.
But they all deserve it. We actually have...
You know, they've put in the work, and it really shows. You know what else shows is how hard that black wall is working and holding Chiringwa back. That is no easy feat. And during that, Who sneaks by and earns herself a lead jammer call.
And look at all that offense Chiringwa was receiving and still wasn't able to get through that wall.
You know, sometimes it's about an immovable force going against an unstoppable object.
And we have a star pass for the white jammer, who immediately turns around to do some defense against Who.
Knocked out of bounds and recycled back by number 8, Suki. Going up, contending with triple Lex at the front of the pack. Taken out and taken back again. That can be exhausting.
This is a tough wall this black team has put up out there right now. Any one of those blockers could definitely give me a challenge, let alone all three of them.
Well, you know, when they've got Suki out there playing offense, they don't need all four to make anyone's life miserable out there.
No, they don't.
You know, it's what we love to see, though, that slow, grinding, smart derby. It's really what the game has changed toward in recent years. It used to be very fast, a little bit crazy and chaotic, fun, but not so much on the strategy.
You probably know way more about the history than I do.
Been around for a minute.
I'm just here for today.
You know you've never skated in your life.
I did.
We see another player joining the track. We have number 47, Bridget, coming into play. That is our third of the Team USA juniors.
Yep. Their burger stand must not have been all that busy.
It's still early.
Or parents have just got it under control.
We've got Lemon out as the lead jammer coming around to engage with that pack, with Busy still working against that black wall. Lex going to the box for a multiplayer block as Lemon comes around to earn another 4 points. I say another. This is their first scoring pass in the jam. But most of those points up there are Lemon's. Busy is out, not lead jammer, but at least has escaped and is now on her scoring pass. Lemon calling it with that strong wall of Pearl, Aerial Assault, and Berserker holding down the line. While we have a second, I'd like to give a shout out to all of our refs and NSOs. It's rare that we actually have a full reffing and NSO crew without so much effort. It's amazing, and we appreciate all the help we get from the community.
And they're going to be busy the next day or so because they've got not only this game to referee, but 2 more this weekend.
Our next one is at 7 p.m. tonight, and that's going to be Wasatch Roller Derby versus Boulder County Roller Derby. And then tomorrow morning, we're going to have Happy Valley's Grief Society playing against Boulder County.
I'm excited.
Ooh, and we've got Rev out as lead. He's got 4 points in this jam so far. And a star pass on the black team. That star was given over to number 253, Mayhem. And Mayhem is out on a scoring pass. Dopp doing a little bit of a swan dive there on the OPR. And Rev calling off the jam with 4 more points to his total.
So we've let a lot of time elapse, but for those of you who are here, we do have our raffles going on.
Our prize drawings, what do we have over there?
You know, they're opportunity drawings here in Utah. We have a Wasatch gift basket full of awesome fan goodies.
I saw that there were 4 ticket vouchers for a future game, plus a bunch of stickers and a handmade glass.
That's awesome. I wonder who made the glass.
No idea. We got this next jam underway. Knuckles, number 25, is the black jammer. Chiringua, number 3460, is the white and out for lead.
And then our other opportunity drawing item we have out there right now is the air fryer, brand new in box. If you haven't tried out air fryer recipes, you're missing out.
Ooh, we have a cut track being assessed to Chiringua, which means there is no longer a lead jammer, and this jam will go for the full 2 minutes.
You can buy those tickets for the opportunity drawing for $1 a piece up there at our ticket station.
I hear you can also get like an arm's length for a set price. Pick someone really tall.
Anybody you want can be your arm's length.
Might I
Riot
suggest
comes out of that
Berserker?
penalty box ready to play one-on-one with Knuckles.
Ooh, a big hit from Riot Earp, but it looks like it wasn't legal, and Riot is going to the box. And they got a second penalty for illegally exiting the track.
Oh, and it looks like there's an additional penalty being assessed to Riot Earp. Jinx.
We've got Knuckles pushing up at the front, and we've got Chiringua working side to side at the back of that pack with another 27 seconds left in the jam.
And Chiringua's really got
Ooh,
her
there was a
shoulders
bit of
in
a
there.
contortionism move there. And as a result, we've got kicking assets going to the box for look like a directional goal. We got Chiringua coming in and re-engaging. Both of those packs at a standstill on that apex.
Chiringua really using their shoulders to get into that.
And mercifully,
Wow.
the jam expires. We have the score sitting at Duck Hunters 112 and Super Smashers 52.
With 2 minutes and 33 seconds left in this half, our officials are calling it official timeout. They must have some business to attend to.
Hey, C, what do you call a group of zebras?
I have no idea.
A dazzle. True facts, y'all.
I know that one's true. I've heard it before, but I could not think when you asked me right then on the spot.
I have to say, a mischief of ferrets has to be my favorite.
I don't know. Ferrets have an odor
They're
that
so
I
cute,
struggle
though.
with.
So, in talking about ferrets, we have a very ferrety jammer coming up soon. That's number 39, Who?
And they're going up against number 47, Bridget.
Ooh, this is going to be Bridget's first time out to jam in this game.
Going to be an awesome matchup between the two of them. With some strong blockers on both sides, it looks like there's going to be Bit, Heartbreaker, Lemony out there for the black team.
White, we've got Doppelganger, we've got Lavanity, we have Slam. Looks like we have some people in the box, though. We've got Riot Earp still sitting in there for the black team. And for the white team, it looks like Kickin' Assets is still in the box. All right, that rolling whistle means we're about to get the action started again.
I love watching these two jammers talking to each other. They never played on the same team.
They never did. Actually, Who has at times coached the juniors, so maybe Bridget is talking some old strategy with Who.
Or they're just old friends
Maybe some friendly smack talking.
talking about their skates.
Ooh,
Ooh,
a little bit of a pile up.
Yep.
Oh, and
Meanwhile-
taken out by another or not even another jammer, but another junior. That was Lemony taking Bridget out. And then later we got Bip doing the same. Who sneaks it by for lead jammer?
And Bridget's out, not lead, but running fast.
Gypsy skating along saying, not lead, not lead. Who calls it off after adding 4 points to her total? Shutting out the Super Smashers on that jam. So 0 points added for the Super Smashers at 52. 4 points added for the Duck Hunters, bringing them to 116.
Number 4062, Rev, is coming up to jam up against
Number 8, Suki.
for the black team.
We usually see Suki out there as a blocker or a pivot, so seeing her jam is always a treat since she's usually airborne.
I mean, she did jump like 10 feet 5 jams ago.
She did. I think she might be able to jump across the English Channel if given a good running start.
Given the time and the space, I think she could do it.
And she is lead jammer coming around already for a scoring pass.
Rev had worked his way through and is now out. But we're going to see what Suki decides to do. It may be just one of those make Rev sweat situations. I don't know.
It looks like she might be running the jam.
We're gonna keep
trusting her wall
going.
to hold. Ooh, big impact coming into that pack. That is a solid wall, but Suki sneaks around the outside, adding 4 points. But not to be outdone. Rev with 4 right after.
Well, and that was, I think, due to some really gorgeous offense given by Riot Earp. With an
Suki
awesome
calls.
finger pointing Rev which direction to go.
You know, you got to love that jammer blocker communication.
So we're at 125 points for your black team, the Duck Hunters, and 56 points for the white team, the Super Smashers. We've got just a few seconds left in this half. Not sure if we're going to get another jam or not.
I mean, if they call a timeout, we will, but it looks like they're going to let the period expire.
It's a fun game. No one wants to get too tired.
They're going to save that for the second half.
Probably.
We have a 15-minute intermission, and we will be back soon. If you have a chance, we encourage you to go outside, get a hot dog or a hamburger to support the USA Juniors, or you can stop by our merch table and see some of the great shirts and stickers and dog bandanas we have for sale.
Yep.
I've been Eve, and that's Big C. We'll see you in 15. All right, it looks like we have about a minute left in the intermission in the halftime. We are going into the second half of this game with the score 125 for the Duck Hunters, 56 for the Super Smashers.
It might seem like a formidable spread, but truthfully, that's only a couple of jams.
It really is. And, you know, they may have eaten their Wheaties at halftime, so they might be coming out guns a-blazing.
I'm betting it was more likely fruit snacks, but either way, it's superpowers.
I mean, fruit snacks are a valid choice. All right, that rolling whistle means the game is getting started again. Coming out to jam, we have got number 831. That's Busy Hummingbird. And we don't yet see who the black team's jammer is going to be.
It's Knuckles.
A little bit of yelling from the bench to make sure she gets out there.
I think they were doing rock, paper, scissors to decide who was the first one out.
You know, no one ever wants to be that first jammer.
There's too many butterflies. I bet you this one's going to be in Hummingbird's favor.
I was going to say hummingbirds versus butterflies. It's a tough choice who's going to win.
Ooh.
Ooh, you were wrong, see. Knuckles is out
totally
as our
wrong.
lead jammer.
It was that hit from Lex that totally changed the game because Busy was almost out.
Honestly, if you're on the line and Lex or Suki are nearby,
You're going out.
yeah.
Knuckles working their way back through,
Ooh, and we have
collecting
a star
some
pass.
points.
Star pass to the pivot. It looks like that is aerial assault.
And Knuckles working those 45-degree angles to get through that white pack.
It's almost like we've drilled that in practices.
And 4 points are in Knuckles' pocket. But that pivot now going to turn jammer, number 717, aerial assault, is coming through for points now for the white team.
Ooh, did you see that? Knuckles out on the outside line, untouched for 4 more.
I literally did not see it because I was paying attention to aerial.
Typical. We
But-
have the score at 133 for the Duck Hunters and 56 for the Super Smashers.
It was gorgeous from Knuckles. Nice play. We've got Lemony is no longer in denim for the black team jamming 3460 against Rev for the white team 4062.
That's a lot of numbers, see.
Eh,
Ooh, and a takeout by number 253, Mayhem, recycling Rev to the back and giving Lemon a chance to get out as your lead jammer.
Lemon's coming through for some points, and Rev still isn't 100% free.
Ooh, and on the bounds of out of play and on a spin on the toe stop, Mayhem gives Rev a little bit more love on the way out of the pack.
That was a bit wild. Maybe some mayhem there from Mayhem.
Living up to her namesake.
Lemon's coming
no.
back through for points, and at this point, we are
You know, Lemon is lead, but now Lemon is also on a power jam. Rev just went to the box for a forearm
I didn't see
call.
that happen. All right. I was going to say they should be 4 for 4, but it looks like that the game has changed drastically having Rev on the bench. And the entire white team's going to go for some offense. Nope, just kidding.
The black team went for offense, but went passive when they realized Lemon was already pushing forward toward the out of play area.
All right, and the black team's getting ready, but they leave Rev. Oh, he's free.
He's free and dancing back to his bench.
I think they were hoping to start with a power jam there on that black team.
Oh no, it sounds like the black captain is being sent to the box. It looks like it might have been a delay of gameplay penalty, maybe? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Either way, Mayhem, number 253 in black with the pivot on, is in the box.
All right, and it's Who up against Busy. And Busy's just getting busy, breaking up that black pack. Coming on out with a
Ooh, we have a multiplayer block.
cut for Busy. I thought I saw it, but I didn't want to call it for our refs.
Yeah, no, we let them do the big work there, but we have in the box both
Had to
the
wait.
jammer for white and one of the blockers. That's a vanity. And we've got Who looking to capitalize on that reduced pack.
With her hands flapping in the air, she's just telling that black team, give me some chaos and I'll
Go,
make my
go,
way
go.
through.
All right, we have 4 points up on the board for Who.
Both of those white skaters in the penalty back box are standing. They're going to be joining the game here in just a second. Fair enough.
Who threw for another 4 points. And back on the track and engaging with the pack, we've got Busy. Who coming through on that inside lane. The white blockers were so preoccupied with trying to help Busy out, they didn't even see Who sneak by.
Busy's coming back through.
We've got
Working.
that black wall still holding back the jammer. And this time the white wall was ready for Who to come in. A beautiful offensive hit from Mayhem, but unfortunately that wall recycled right around Who. Oh, and I spoke too soon. Now she's out for another 4 points. Right now the total on the board for the Duck Hunters in this jam is 16 big points. Ooh, and Who out for another 4. 20 points on this jam so far for the Duck Hunters. And the jam is called off, bringing the score up to 160 for the Black Duck Hunters and 59 for the White Super Smashers. We're going into jam number 4 in this half with about 24 and a half minutes left. Lining up to jam, we've got number 2-5. That's Knuckles for the black team. And number white 4-7, that's Bridget. A quick lead jammer status earned for Knuckles, and she's already coming back around to engage the pack.
Oh, and a tough hit on Bridget.
That was laid courtesy of Suki. Ooh,
And Bridget got out and is coming back around.
we've got
so-
Knuckles getting ready to score some points there.
And Bridget's chasing her.
We had a nice hit out of bounds there, courtesy of Charingua on the white team. And it looks like we had 8 points added to the Duck Hunters total, and another goose egg, unfortunately, for the Super Smashers in that jam.
Yeah.
All right, we have another jam going on here with number 4062. That's Reverend Painerd for the white team. And for the black team, we have Lemony Stitches wearing Charingua's jersey.
And
And
Lemony's lead.
Yes, yes, they are.
And Rev is coming back around, working against that.
Oh, no, Rev's not coming back around. Rev hasn't made it out yet.
Correct. Rev was hit out and was coming back around for that recycle.
Now he's escaped the pack and is trailing Lemon by maybe an eighth of the track.
Let's see what Lemon does.
The pack speeds up, running into the turn, letting Lemon sneak past number 2113. That's Pearl of Scars. In that case, Lemon got both Pearl's point and the Ghost point for her Zerker in the box.
She got 3 points. They
Not
got
bad.
3 points for that jam at the end.
Lining up for this jam, we have number 39, Who, and number 831, Busy Hummingbird.
No, I don't think so.
A recycle there by number 8, Suki. We see
Tarangla's going to play jammer on jammer.
everyone loves seeing jammer on jammer action.
And I'm pretty sure we need to restart the breaker over there. And Dop's taking care of it from the bench.
It's a sign of a good game when the game is so electric, it's literally shorting out our lights.
It's one way to put it.
I mean, the alternative is we are in a beat-up old warehouse and things like this happen.
It's all good.
We hear Coco calling the 5 seconds, and
Oh.
as the lights come back on,
And
we've
the
got-
sun is back out.
the sun has come back out, yes.
And Lemony coming through with lots of power, running towards that pack.
Bridget is your lead jammer, capitalizing on that pack of down skaters to run on through.
Lemony did the work. Bridget took advantage.
Coming back to re-engage with the pack. That strong wall stopped Bridget in her tracks. We have one of the OPRs clarifying about who is lead jammer and who is not. It's kind of hard to tell, but it looks like white is lead, but black is being pointed at, so black should be lead.
I think that OPR is.
We'll get it sorted. We've got Eris out there. She was working to help bridge that pack, which is such an important role on the track. Lemony through on the inside without being touched. Bridget finding a little bit of purchase there in the middle as some skaters hit the deck. Lemon comes back around, sneaking around Rev, but taken out by aerial assault. For their trouble, Lemon brought home 2, and it looks like we had 4 more points added by the white jammer.
So we're at 191 for the Duck Hunters and 72 for the Super Smashers.
Keep in mind, that score can change at any moment. I've seen bigger comebacks more than a few times.
There's a lot of time left on the clock.
16 minutes feels like an eternity. The whistle blows. Who and Busy start running up, and Who just sneaks on by Herzerker on that outside lane. Beautiful move. Ooh, and a big hit from Mayhem to Busy, knocking her down and out, but she is not giving up.
And Who's just sneaking right through those white jammers. Those white blockers, excuse me.
Whole pack of jammers would be a terrifying thing.
But they're amazing blockers because even though Who passes one of them, they just recycle and come back around. It took Who a lot longer than I would have expected to get through all of them.
They're making it look like Earth Day out there with all that recycling. Ooh, and we've got Busy
Busy's
finally
through.
sneaking in. Yeah. A Vanity going for that last-ditch hit. Not quite making it, but falling with style.
And Who calls the jam?
We have a white team timeout being called. We've got the Duck Hunter sitting just under the 200 mark at 199, and the Super Smashers hovering at 72.
Yeah. If someone's looking to get super lucky today, our opportunity drawings are looking pretty empty. So just remember those are $1 per ticket, and we have some awesome prizes over there. One of them being a Wasatch gift basket that includes some tickets to a future Wasatch game, as well as a personalized glass and
Some stickers.
some stickers. I wasn't sure what the last items were on that one.
I don't know. I've got my eyes on that air fryer over there. I mean, who doesn't like crispy French fries?
Honestly, air fryers are amazing.
Have you made Brussels sprouts in them? Super good.
Green beans.
Green
beans.
beans. See, you can make all of your healthy food really unhealthy with the air fryer.
But you don't have to add any fat. It really is the power of air.
I feel like we're an infomercial here. Billy Mays here.
Set it and forget it.
You know, honestly, they're blowing the whistle just so we stop talking. We've got the next jam coming up. That's going to be jam number 10 in this half. For the black team, we have Knuckles, number 25.
And 4062 Rev, which if you're a Tool fan at all, you should recognize that's 46 and 2 for Reverend Painerd. Once again, if you're a Tool fan, you'll know.
And if you're not a Tool fan,
You may
we're
not
sorry.
know.
Ooh,
And
Rev out.
Rev gets lead pretty quickly right there on that inside line, but Knuckles is not far behind.
Chiringua giving a little bit of hell on the way out of that pack.
Wasn't going to make that an easy pass.
Ooh, Rev gets through untouched with 4 more points as that white wall gets ready for Knuckles, but is not ready for that beautiful footwork on the inside lane.
Rev comes back through that wall.
We've got Bip
No-
and Mayhem holding it down at the front. Bip back in her first game since her ankle injury a bit back. We are so glad to see people coming back out of the woodworks to play roller derby.
Yeah, I don't think Bip has played in a game since before COVID, just due to the combination of a pandemic and then a serious injury. But we're so glad to see her back on the track.
We really are. If you haven't seen her play before, it's a joy. She is on you like glue most of the time on that track.
I heard a rumor that one time Uinta held an entire practice called How to Get Away from Bip.
That tracks. I think we all need
100%.
that lesson.
Not when she's on your team.
We've got Chiringua and Slam at the back of that pack holding Knuckles, working those beautiful lateral footsteps.
And a gorgeous little hop from Rev on the inside line with a 24-point jam so far. This has been the big jam that the white team's been waiting for.
I'm telling you, it can change at the drop of a hat. Rev through for another 4 points. That's 28 so far on the jam.
And if Rev does some running, he might be able to get a couple more.
You know, what's a 32-point jam?
Oh,
Just out of reach, apparently.
not enough time. But 31.
Oh, 30 points. So we've got 102 for the Super Smashers and 207 for the Duck Hunters. Ooh, that was a big jam. Oh, we've got a little bit of a score correction here coming from Data. We hear calls from the audience to unleash the beast, Busy.
Busy.
And, you know, Busy is on a power start here, which such an advantageous place to be, especially with that strong wall ready to give you offense and help you get through.
Aerial Assault trying to provide some awesome offense for Busy. She powers past, ooh, Orange Crusher, almost.
Oh, so close, but Lex and Orange Crusher getting that last minute hit. But
All
Knuckles,
right.
oh no, Knuckles came out from the box, got a track cut and is headed right back. So we get another power jam for Busy.
For Knuckles' credit, it was a gorgeous spin on that inside. She just stepped right into the line.
It was. That rope sometimes doesn't even seem to be there, so you don't even know you went out of bounds.
And Busy's still working.
Ooh, beautiful hit there from Zerker on Kicking Assets, trying to get her out. We've got that black wall still holding tight. Busy's got the star off and is looking to pass, but Aerial Assault is at the back of the pack, not in position to help her friend. But ooh, what a beautiful sneaky pass.
And Knuckles goes to the box for a third time this jam. Technically not this jam because the first
Carryover.
one. Yes.
So how many penalties do you get in a game, see?
7.
You can get up to 7?
Yes.
What happens then?
Then you're fouled out and ejected for the remainder of the game.
Ooh, I'm hoping we don't see that in this game.
Well, we've just seen 3.
Sounds like there's another whistle, and Kicking Assets is going to the box now to join her friend.
It's not impossible to collect more than 7, but you're not allowed back on the track to collect more than 7 once you've gotten them.
I think I've seen Valerie Vixen get 9 in one game.
That's the time I'm talking about.
I think I've seen Tart get a few as well.
Usually that means that 7th penalty ended up with some added on penalties with it. So you spend more time in the box than.
I mean, I'm hearing it's a chance for you to sit and catch your breath, right?
Or to sweat while you watch your team struggle.
You know, we're on the different sides of this coin here, see?
I hate being in the penalty box. It's torture.
Ooh, let's see. We've got out there to jam Lemony Stitches versus Sharingwa.
It's interesting. They're wearing the same numbers, both of them today, and yet they both skate totally differently. Excellent skaters, great jammers, but their style is so different.
You know, and that's the cool thing about this sport. Different size, different style, different skill set. And it may be equally or more effective depending on the wall you're going against. We have Chiringwa out as lead, followed not too far behind by Lemon.
And Chiringwa calls that jam. Quick 4 points for the white team.
We've got the score closing just a little bit with the Duck Hunters sitting at 207 and the Super Smashers creeping up at 112.
Rev's 30-point jam really helped the white team.
It did. It was beautiful to watch.
And I think there's been some good momentum change there for the white team as well.
I mean, once you see one good jam, you feel really energized, and you might just be able to add a couple more good ones in there.
Ariel's coming in to jam for the white team while Suki jams for the black team.
And we see who out there playing offense.
And Suki's just working that white wall in and out, and finally gets that space she needs to get through as lead jammer. And Ariel comes out.
Ariel is not lead, but only about a half lap behind Suki.
Suki's gained all 4 points, and if I know Suki's going to keep skating.
That look at the scoreboard tells you all you need to know. She says, I can run it.
Woo! Little slip there.
You know, every time a skater hits the floor, a little bit more sweat gets on it. You know, you've seen in basketball games, they bring out the mopper people. We might need some mops or some towels after this game.
Sweeper boys. Sweeper girls. Sweeper children.
Sweeper peepers.
Yeah.
Oh, no. We've got aerial assault going to the box, which gives Suki a power jam. That is not what we want to see happening for the Super Smashers.
You never want Suki to have a power jam against you, ever.
I mean, those might be the four scariest words in roller derby. Power jam Suki.
Unless you're on her team.
I mean, yeah.
That's another slip.
Ooh, we've got Rev doing a nice draw back there, buying some time to get his jammer out of the box.
Suki just juking her way around and just does a tiny hop across to Vanity.
You call that a tiny hop. For me, that's a year's worth of effort to jump.
That's all I could do. But it was teeny.
You know, effortless looking too. And untouched on the outside, thanks in part to some offense by Who.
And that's a 24-point jam for Suki.
Oh, but, you know, the white team did add 3 points to their total, so not a complete shutout.
The Duck Hunters, your black team, is at 231, and the Super Smashers, your white team, have 115 points. We're down the less than 7 minutes left in this game.
If the white team is going to make some big movements, they've got to get them moving now.
They're going to run out of time. We've got Slam piggybacking right behind.
You know, she's putting out a good effort there, though. She says, I can add some points for sure.
Let's go, Slam. Meanwhile, Knuckles not too far behind.
We've got a really long, kind of fast-moving pack.
And
Slam calls off the jam really quickly with that 4-point pass, shutting down Knuckles from getting any points.
crazy pants. That's going to be the term for tonight. Let's see if I can use it.
I mean, the entire sport is kind of crazy pants, really.
I just totally got challenged. There's got to be a good time to use it. I'm going to find it.
Whistle blows. We've got Who out there for the black team, and we've got Busy Hummingbird out for the white team. We've seen this matchup quite a bit tonight.
Yes, we have. And it's appeared to me that Who's been able to make it out first more often than Busy has.
It's almost like you just predicted Who getting out in lead jammer.
And Busy pulls off that helmet cover to pass it off.
Taking
For
the
a star
star.
pass to Bridget. Meanwhile, Who is collecting some points but got knocked out there on that inside line.
You know, the worst is when you get recycled, you already have their point, and you have to fight again for that same exact point you already got. You don't get extras. Bridget is out with that star in hand, just as Who approaches the pack and calls the jam.
I don't think that was crazy pants enough.
We're going to find one eventually. As the time ticks down, we're at 4 minutes, 40 seconds left, going into jam 16 of this half.
With Lemony Snitches coming out. Lemony Stitches, excuse me.
You went a little too literal there.
And Reverend Painter coming out to jam for the white team.
We've got a bit of a micro pack on each side with 3 blockers out there for each team.
All right, and Rev is pretty quick on that lead jammer. And Lemony's still working, Chiringua, and the rest of that white pack. Rev's going to come through for his first scoring pass.
Getting knocked out of bounds by the other jammer there. Just the motion of the ocean pushing him out.
And Lemony's still working on Chiringua, Slam,
Ooh, and
Dop.
right into Dop.
and a Vanity.
And crawling through on the inside lane. Not for nothing. No points scored for that little bear crawl.
That was crazy pants.
Oh, she said it.
If only that would have scored some points.
You know, you do have to be upright and in bounds to get the points, which,
Details.
you
It's
know,
just details.
I've seen it in a high-level game. A few years ago, well before COVID, Vicious Van Gogh crawled through the legs of another skater in a high-level game, and it was the crawl seen around the world.
We've got Bridget up against Knuckles, and Knuckles is lead jammer already. And Bridget works through that pack.
Not quite through. Oh, a nice hit by kicking assets, sending Bridget to the inside.
1-3-1's
Oh,
gonna use a
the
forearm.
assets. Kicking's getting that forearm call and going to sit in the box.
I think that's one of those things where the size of the different skaters really can be challenging. If you're a taller skater, ensuring you're hitting properly can be challenging.
Like I said, that's one of the cool things about Derby is working with those height differentials.
Everything about you that makes you different can also be your secret weapon.
Knuckles through the pack, getting 4 points. Bridget stuck at the back, being challenged by Orange Crusher, but taking advantage of a down teammate and getting on through. Ooh, Knuckles sneaking to the out, then zagging back to the in, getting those 4 points and calling it before Bridget can get back to the pack. So we've only got 1:56 left in this half, and those raffle prizes are still sitting over there. If you check out the ticket booth at the front of the venue, you can buy raffle tickets. They're just $1 each, or for a little extra, you can get an arm's length of raffle tickets and increase your odds of bringing home some really cool prizes.
If it's only $30 for that arm's length, and you can pick anybody in the building to be your arm's length, take advantage of that.
You know,
And-
with fewer tickets in there right now, you have a good chance at getting something really cool.
And Busy is through for as lead jammer and had an awesome little knee tap after being hit down and jumped right back up and kept lead status there.
Who has the star off and is trying to do some sneaky passes. There were a couple almost successful until finally Lemon did take that star pass and is now stuck behind that same difficult pack. Busy comes around getting that other 4 points as Lemon continues working forward. Hit out by a really solid hit from Rev. And Busy threw for another 4. This is what we want to see for the Super Smashers right now.
And Bip just taking Rev right out there on that inside line just for fun. Probably just making sure that Rev can't be effective as offense for their teammate.
White is calling the jam. We've got, I think you could call that crazy pants, right?
It was a little crazy pants.
You know, I got to say, the endurance of these athletes doesn't get sung enough. Honestly, being out there for an hour playing this high contact sport, yeah, you get jams off, but it is exhausting.
I think sometimes we all appreciate a timeout.
We do, but it looks like that might be the end of the game. We've got the unofficial score right now sitting at 251 for the Duck Hunters and 135 for the Super Smashers. We've got data over here clarifying with the scoreboard operator, so we may see. Oh, we hear Albert saying one more jam.
One more jam. Why not?
So who are we going to see out here for this final jam of the match? We've got number 25, Knuckles, for the black team.
And Chiringwa, number 3460 for the white team.
Wearing all that Team USA skater gear there.
I mean, it's beautiful. I've never been more patriotic in my life.
You know, we are so proud of our juniors. We've got the whistle going, and this will be the last jam of this game. And it looks like we've got Knuckles working out toward the front, inches from getting that lead call. But Chiringwa, with the speed and the footwork, is out as your lead jammer.
Who is it?
Knuckles is chasing a little jammer-on-jammer contact as the pack speeds up. Can anyone say USARS?
This is a juniors. Well, we'll call it a juniors jam.
Ooh, there we go. Knuckles through for 5 points.
Chiringwa almost stayed in on those toe stops after Lex almost hit them out. Then they ended up taking that step out.
Orange Crusher went to the box in that jam, so now Chiringwa only has to contend with 3. We say only. Those 3 are kicking assets, Lex and Suki. Not the 3 you want to go against.
Kicking's definitely been kicking those assets tonight.
We had a little bit of offense help from Bridget, and Chiringwa finally makes it out of the pack, calls it with another 4 points, ending this game.
Unless
we already had our 1 extra jam. I think that's the end.
we could hold our breath for just a second.
I don't know about you. Well, I do actually. We have to suit up soon. We really can't have this game go into overtime for anything.
No, we're getting ready for some cheers from the black team and the white team, so I think this is going to be our final score.
It
once
is.
The refs
Our final
approve
score
it.
is 258 for the Duck Hunters, 139 for the Super Smashers. So now we can have everyone out to the side of the track for high fives with our teams.
Thanks for joining us for this 4 o'clock game of our weekend of roller derby.
We'll be back at 7 p.m. with the exciting Wasatch Roller Derby versus Boulder County Roller Derby.
I can't wait.
Neither can I.